Where are they? Patch, have you seen that packet of ultra lightweight bivouacking Easter eggs I've got somewhere? Are you sure? Well, I've looked everywhere, so we'll just have to do our Easter hike without any Easter eggs. It's a little tiny Easter egg. That's perfect for wild camping and hiking. Hey Patch, look what I found, fella. Hello ramblers, welcome back. Happy Easter, happy Ramadan, Passover, hangover. Out on a little 2-day adventure today to walk back to the village called Bivouac, which I can't really pronounce, but I've done it a couple of times before and I'm a bit lost. Done it a couple of times before. It was about 50 kilometers. I did it via a westerly route down the GR9. I did it again via an easterly route down the Canal de Provence on a disused railway track. I've made a film about that. And today I've got a new route which is basically straight down through the middle. And gonna hopefully do a camp by a disused or abandoned chapel. Gonna do some cooking on the bush box fire, and so if all that sounds like fun to you, then stick around. Well, it's a nice day. It's a bit hotter than I'd wanted really, because it's going to get cold tonight. It's going to be down to about 4 degrees according to the weather, so I had to bring equipment to be suitably equipped, which means I've got a really heavy backpack on, plus this afternoon, tomorrow morning, there won't be any water available, so got to carry a lot of water as well, both for me and for Patch. Look at that for a view. It's the direction we're heading. We're currently going down the mountain, hopefully to pick up the river and the source of the river Yvonne. You good, Patch? You good? Yes, good walking. So we just walked down from the source of the river Yvonne. There was a bit of water up the top and then it dried out. So we're taking a little bit of a detour now, and hopefully find a stop to have lunch, buy some water. Okay, Patch has found us some water. I knew he'd come in useful. Well, it's a bit murky, but at least it's running. So, hey Patch, what have you got there? What have you got? Wow, an Easter egg. Cool, cool. We'll have it later for dessert. So it'll be drinkable, it's just a bit slow. Patch, you're in shot. Get out of the way, fella. Okay, we're water rich. One thing I've really learnt since I've been hiking and backpacking, camping, wild camping, is the importance of water. You can only carry so much, and without it the whole game just stops. So there you go. Okay, it's salad. I took the label off because it was a waste of weight, so I can't remember what's in it. You want to eat something? Hmm? No? Don't say I don't look after you. Patch, you've got to eat the croquettes, fella. Look, you've got to eat this. I'm not carrying it all this way for nothing. I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to go up there. And up there is where we've come from. Okay, so we've had lunch and Patch drunk from the river, and I've filtered about 1 litre and a bit of water, added to the 2.5 litres I'm still carrying. That gives me over 3.5 litres, I guess. So that is probably the last we'll see until tomorrow lunchtime, I guess, when we cross Canal Provence. Up until now I've pretty much known where I was, and now we're off on a path I've never taken before, so I have to start doing some navigating. Okay, found I guess it's an abandoned house. Got a cement mixer though, which could always be useful. And it's got a cooker. Nice. Right, yeah. Maybe I'm not going to go in there. Yeah, needs a little work doing to it, I think. Picnic table. Yeah, this place is pretty sophisticated. Huh. 2 cement mixers. That is rich. Looks like an altar. Okay, that's enough of that. Patch! Where are you, fella? Patch, come on. Let's get on. I haven't got all day. Well, I have got all day, haven't I? Anyway, can't just stand here all day. It's getting a bit steep here, so I think I'll shut up for a bit. Oh, I didn't calculate on that hill. That was a killer. I think I'm going to have to start paying more attention to those contour lines. So it's clouding over a bit. You can see the Santa-Boom up there in the distance. Great big wall of granite. Granite? Granite. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I think it's flat now for a bit. Alright, I had a bit of a setback. The path I was hoping to take just doesn't really exist. That was no fun. I just ran into a wall of bushes. I decided to come back and I couldn't find the path back. That's where I want to go. I think I've got to get up over that first hill. I hope that's all. But right now I'm going to have to backtrack and try and find another way around. That's part of the game. Let you know how I get on with that. It's got my pack all messy, ripped up my thing. So back to the map. This path doesn't exist, so I'm going to have to come back, or maybe around. I want to get to here anyway. I'll think about that. So I backtracked about half a kilometre and got to this trail, which looks a bit more used. So we're gonna go down here. Oop, trip over the dog. We're gonna go down here and pick up a walking trail that runs alongside of the village. As time's getting on, there's only so many times in a day I can afford to get lost. See you later. Right, just having a little sense of humour failure now. That was a nightmare. I then ended up on a path which was pretty clearly marked but wasn't on my map, and so I basically didn't know where it was going to go, so I had to backtrack again. Oh, my sakes. I had to backtrack again and then find myself back on the road. Every bloody dog barks at you as you walk past. And Patch is back on the lead. That's no good. Misty Mountain Rambler, they don't walk on leads. So walking along the road, it's a marked walking trail, as a GR, hasn't even got a footpath on it, so there we go. So we've got a couple of kilometres of this, so I'll get back to you when something more interesting happens. Well, that's where we came from, the Sanctibum in the distance, looking majestic. We're having a break. Patch has actually sat down for once. So I'm pretty knackered now. My legs ache, my shoulders ache because the bag's so heavy. But we've been doing alright rationing our water. We have done just over 15 kilometres and it's nearly 5 o'clock. I would have liked to have been into camp a bit sooner maybe. Looking on the map, it's another 3.5 kilometres as the crow flies, but we've got to go up at least 200 metres. There's a hill behind us, so I don't know, I guess it's going to work out at about another 5 kilometres, and I guess that's probably going to take us a good couple of hours, because we're going to need to stop again, at least I will. So I'll show you on the map where we are. We've just crossed over the main road here. We're about here, and then we're on to the next one. So we're going to go up this Grande Randonnée, and then I'm hoping this path, it's a solid line, so maybe it should be good, and go down there, and then we're going to camp here, this old chapelle. That's the plan. I'll fingers crossed.
Oh. That was a killer.
Well, that climb up was torture. But we're up, we're over, and the track going down the other side's looking good. I reckon can't be more than 2k to the campsite. So fingers crossed, another 20 minutes and we're there. I'll catch you later. So we've come to this kind of abandoned farmhouse or something, and I was looking for water. As I can see, well, I've got a couple, 3 litres I guess, but I can see Patch is getting a bit freaked out by not having any water, and I think he's going to drink like 2 litres straight off. So I found this, I thought it was just a room, but it drops down into some, it's a well I guess, it's a well that's got water in the bottom. So I found a bucket, got my handy bit of rope, and we'll see if we can't get Patch some water. fact, I'm almost tempted to stay here. Got a nice spot under this oak tree. Those branches come crashing down on my head, okay. I don't know. What do you think, Patch? Camp here? Alrighty. Girls and boys, we have made it. 1843. That's the hour, not the year. Looks pretty much the same as the last time I came here. So I was thinking over there, maybe here, I don't know. Take my pack off. There we go. Fireplace, table. Yeah. Can you see the roof? Sort of vaulted. I guess this is just a little chapel. Hi, bedroom. Now, is there any water in the sink? Frying pan there. Okay, so I'm thinking here. Protected by the wall. There's nothing really that can fall on me. I got the steps if I want to sit on something. Yeah, that'll do. Patch, come here and set the tent. Right, here's the tent. And what I want. Alright, so I asked Patch to put the tent up. You know, I think it's good for him to help out a bit, and he's not done it before, but he's seen me do it, and I did give him fairly detailed instructions. So forgot what I was saying. So he'll probably be, he'll have it like that. Oh. Well, where have you gone, fella? That was quick. Well, that's a pretty good pitch for the first go. Yeah, well done, fella. Right, dinner. I'm going to cook on this, and I've got some wood. I'm not really sure how much I'm going to need. So, this is what we're going to eat. It's a vegan stew that has been enhanced with some sausages and a little bit of oil. So, yeah, proper French cuisine this is, isn't it? Spring onion, what's that in French? Can't remember. Une courgette, une demi. Une carotte. Poireau. Pommes de terre. And the rest of the sausages. And some garlic. Mouldy bit of celery. Did you know that your body uses more calories to digest celery than the celery gives you? And it tastes horrible. Oh, alright. just kidding. Put it back in. Right, I don't know what to do now. I guess I'll maybe chop the onion and light the fire at the same time. Come back to you in a bit. Well, I've chopped some of it, but it's a spring onion. Why do I want to chop the onion and fry it? I just chuck everything in with some water, no? Let's try lighting the fire. And I forgot a spatula, so it's plastic spoon. It's just some thing that I found. I've cooked on this a few times, so I don't know. 4 times. So I'm not saying I'm an expert on getting it going. It's just a little fire, isn't it? How hard can that be? And I'm not really sure how much fuel it will consume. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, you're good at this, Misty. Bushcrafty. Well, I would say that's a sustainable fire, isn't it? Oh, damn, it doesn't sit very well. You can see that? Yeah, I can smell those things. Damn, the handles are burning. Carrot. Now you know what it is, I guess. Why is it carrot tastes better when it's sliced long ways? I don't know, it's a rhetorical question. More of an observation. Bit of muck there. Want to look? So that's the carrot, potato and onion stew. I don't know what these bits are. That's where I burnt burnt something. 3 garlics, 3 cloves to keep the vampires away. Alright, Patch, I got the vampires. You look after the wild boar and we'll split the wolves 50-50. What next? I'm just going to peel the courgette a bit, just because it looks a bit dodgy. It's well travelled. Okay, going to give it a bit more water. It's about half a litre in there now. Patch is fascinated by my cooking, as no doubt you all are. Go in. The celery, why not? It's come this far. Alright then. So this is a little packet of what's in that? Like some chicken instant gravy powder, shipped out at great expense by my mum from the UK. For salt, pepper, herb de Provence. That's about it. Oh, and a bit of chili powder. Got to have some chili powder in there, can't you? Oh, fire. The sausages are pre-cooked because just in case I fail to light a fire, I could eat them anyway. Those are my thoughts behind that. Okay, it's been bubbling away quite nicely for 10-15 minutes. Put in the sausages, nearly done. So I guess we're not too far off. I know what I forgot. Put in some mustard. You need mustard with sausages, don't you? I reckon that's about done. So I'm just going to let the fire die out. So dinner is cooked. It's looking a bit mushy, but it's looking good. So maybe I just overcooked it because I don't really know what I'm doing on that stove. But anyway, I got my lantern, but the hook has broken, so I can't hang it up. So it's wedged into a tree. So you probably can't see me very well, but well, this is probably going to be my last little film of the night. I'm going to eat, sit around, enjoy the evening, go to sleep. It is currently 12 degrees. Here it is, so we'll see what it tastes like. Yes, it's very hot. But I guess that was the whole point, wasn't it? Make hot food. So stew's good. That was fun cooking it. A bit more complicated, or a lot more complicated than the dehydrated stuff that I normally do. But it was fun. The stove, wood burning stove thing, I think I'm okay using that. The hardest thing probably is the filming, but well, I'm pretty sure I'm a better cook than I am a cameraman. So anyway, I'm going to eat my stew. 8.9. Maybe come down to something cold. Patch is a bit perturbed. He's wondering why we're still out in the middle of nowhere at 9:30 at night. He's helped me with the washing up and is having some more croquettes, so yeah, he seems to quite like that after all. Get off me. Get off. Go back to bed. Get off. Go back. 7 degrees outside. Full moon. And yeah, these old buildings in the full moon, they look really great. And I was kind of a little bit anxious or worried that maybe sleeping by these old buildings, one of them's an old chapel, I was thinking maybe that would be like a bit spooky. But in fact it's not. It's really calm. Patch seems pretty happy. He kind of wanders around and like says, "Are we going home yet?" But I made him up a bed in the tent, and about 10 o'clock he went to bed and he slept, and I could hear him dreaming. So I don't often hear him do that. So I think he must have had a pretty deep sleep. Patch is back. Hello, fella. Hello. I'm doing a video thing. Go to bed. Doodle. Doodle. No, don't lick me. I know I'm not. I've made some tea. I got the stove going okay this morning. And I've got some more water going to make some coffee. And I'll try and cook some breakfast. Bring you back when that's boiling. All right, I think it's nearly done. Coffee grains into the coffee, into the water. You let it boil for a couple of minutes, just a little boil.
and then you put in some cold water, and apparently the grains sink. Okay, we'll see what that's doing. It looks okay. Yeah, that looks okay. So breakfast, I'm trying to do a bacon and egg sandwich. I haven't got a frying pan, but I got some French bacon. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this. Well, I'm thinking that I'm going to try to cook the bacon over 2 sticks. And the egg I'm going to fry up in my billy can, which will probably make a right mess. Hence I made the coffee first and put it into my little thermos. Well, it's rustic. Right. Sticks are burnt through. What a mess. Mustard. Well, I'm going to call that cooked. I think you can eat this bacon raw. Half cooked. The eggs seem to have made the journey okay. And there she goes. Yeah, looks okay. Oh, I broke it. Still looks like an egg. There you go, that looks the job. So, I need to pack up all this stuff now. Patch, waiting patiently. Eat your breakfast, fella. Why can't you eat your breakfast? So, clear this away and back on the road, on the trail. First stop though, we're going to have to go and find some water because we've got about 1/4 of a litre left and we're not going to go very far with that. See you in a bit. Okay, that was us. We're all packed up and we've left no trace. Let's go. Right. I had a moment's panic there because I broke the bucket. As I was throwing it in, it bounced off the wall. So I could see all this water, but it's all, I'll show you. I'm not going to drop my camera in here, but it's down there. It's like 10 feet down, so there's no way to go and get water. But I found this big red bucket here, and this. The water looks really disgusting, but don't have a lot of choice. So anyway, I've filtered 1 litre. That looks pretty clean, and I'll probably carry another litre dirty and either filter it or throw it away. Right, let's get on with this walk, otherwise we're never going to get there. Right, I've been walking down this track behind me for about an hour or so since the last water stop. It's Just no sign of human habitation, no buildings, no people, no telephone lines, power lines, nothing. And now the road I want to, or the track I want to take, goes up here. And I don't mind going along a track if I'm not sure if I'm supposed to, but when it's clearly marked like that, they don't want you going in there. I guess that's a no-go. This track goes up the mountain, but I don't see any track going down the other side. It looks like it ends in sort of cliff face or something. So I could try it, but I don't want to get stuck up there. So I don't know. Not sure what to do now. Might have to phone a friend, walk back down to a road somewhere. Only snag is I've got no phone signal either. Well, I'll let you know how that works out. Well, I took the track up the hill just out of stubbornness, and I got to this nice little spot. And in the distance there you can see Santa Boom. And there's a little trail going up here. And I think I'm only maybe 100 meters from the summit, but I don't know what I find even if I can get there. Anyway, we've come this far, but give it a go.
All right, we made it. We made it to the top anyway. I think that's where I want to go. I think that's the village of Provence. And down here I can see, I don't know, somewhere there I can see the canal. That was my next water stop. So I've joined up with the GR, a main walker's route. It goes up that way. The question is, does it go up that way? Because going down there is the track that I want. But do they meet up? There's only one way to find out, I guess. Oh my word. So I took the path to the east, and I'm on top of a hill. I've got a good view. I'll spin you around a bit. There's the Santa Boom behind. X over there, I guess. The path still goes on. Question is, does it go on far enough? Go on, Patch. Well, there's a purple marker. I've seen a few, and I can see a trail going up the other side of the hill. So if this is like a track along the ridge, then I've got to cross somewhere that track that I want to go down. But according to my phone application, I'm in the middle of nowhere. You know what? We made it. Look at that track. So we're back on track. So we stopped to have a celebratory drink of water, and there was even a puddle for Patch, just like in the middle of the dry ground, a puddle. Bizarre. So that was that would have been a great hike. It was just a bit panicky, following a track that you can't see on your map, and you don't know where it's going, and in the middle of nowhere, and a long way from home. Still, makes it all worthwhile, I guess. Check out that view. That's Saint Victoire, and down here is the village of Bivouac, where I'm going. So a lot of people. I'm even pleased to see people after that. I just had a little check on the map to make sure. I was so pleased I found the track. I just had to check it was actually the right one. What you got, Patch? What? Oh, a trail marker. Yes, the luxury of being on a trail that's marked on the map and physically exists.
All right, we're pretty much back down. The GR came out onto this track you can see behind me, and there's another track off it which I think just leads straight to the canal, and so I think we're going to cut through to the canal because I want to change out the water, because the stuff I took this morning is tastes a bit funny even though it's filtered, and I haven't had lunch yet, so I think walking along the canal would be a good call. So let's see where this goes. Ah yes, that looks good. An abundance of fresh water. I could even wash. Is that good, Patch? I was going to say you're not allowed to swim in there. Never mind. That's where we've just come from. Water from the canal de Provence, straight from the mountains. It's a lot better than the stuff out of that well up at the building there. So I'm really pleased to have made it this far. I don't know if I looked worried earlier, but I was. So I'm glad to have got across that hill. I'm going to have some lunch, so another mystery salad. Yep, it's tuna in it. Tuna pasta. I don't know what that is. You hungry, Patch? What do you want? Do you want some biscuits? Biscuits. You want saucisson? You can have a saucisson. You've been a good fella. You've been a good rambling partner. Are you serious? Yeah. I don't know. So I'm pretty happy to be walking along the flat. We've got loads of water. There's a fish. It's a nice day. The view's pretty good in all directions. A few more miles and we're there. Perhaps it's just refreshing himself. It looks tempting, but it's actually pretty cold, and it's not that hot a day, so I haven't swum. Patch, he's pleased. Well, we're back at the road, and there's, I don't know, 3-4 kilometres left till I get to the village, so I'm going to need to walk on roads. I'm going to try and find smallish roads, but even so I have to put the dog on the lead, and so I'll stop filming here unless anything interesting happens, of course. So thanks for watching. I don't know how the film will turn out. I was using a new camera yesterday, like a GoPro type thing, a cheap copy, but I struggled with it, basically because you can't see what you're filming. So anyway, I hope it works out okay, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Happy Easter.
Thank you.
Haven't done many of them. It's been too tiring as it is. See me? Patch, how can you be putting up the tent if you're still here? Play the game. Water from the salon.
The canal.
Water from the canal de Provence.
Non, c'est toi.